Hello guys, welcome to Angular tutorial for the beginners. So in a last video tutorial we guys have understand what are the different types of components that we can use for an Angular development. Now in this video let us begin with a very important and interesting concept in Angular, that is directives. So the more important part of a directives is using the directives we can able to change an entire DOM of our web application. The DOM is basically stands for document object model, which refers the content those we are going to post in our websites. So let us do understood them one by one. So very basic thing that we are going to be understood is what is directive. Okay, when it comes to directive, in short, I will tell you a directives is an instruction given to the DOM. So it's a instruction given to the DOM, and using these instructions, I can able to manipulate my entire DOM, that is the page view, or else we can able to change the appearance and behavior of DOM elements, or we can able to add or remove the DOM elements. So in short, when it comes to dynamic websites using the Angular, directive plays a very important role because it will help us to manipulate the DOM element. It will help us to change their behavior and appearance, and at the same time it will help us to add and remove the DOM elements at a runtime of our applications. So respective to this, we have some types of directives available. Basically, there are three types of directives available. One is component directive, second is attribute directives, and third one is structural directives. Well, when it comes to component directives are the components in Angular those we have created in the last videos. So these directives are having a template, so we can say component directives is a template directives. So how we can say the component are the component directives in Angular? Because as you guys can see, when we have created a component in Angular, to put that component on a web page, we are writing some tag with the name of selector of that component. Well, that name of selector of that component will help us to render all the information or that HTML part of that component to our web pages. So again, it is helping us to manipulate our web components irrespective format. So we can say the component those we have created are the component directives in Angular. Well, when it comes to attribute directives, the attribute directives are uses to change the appearance and behavior of the DOM elements. And it can be done using this kind of syntax. You can see we have created a div, and one more attribute we have written, that is change background. So using this attribute directives, we can able to change the backgrounds or change the appearance of the div completely. And in a Angular, that can be done using two different ways, that is using ng style and ng class. So we are going to be have a separate video on this, how to be work on a attribute directives. We are going to check with that next. Similar like this, we have structural directives, and the structural directives are uses to add or remove the DOM element on the web pages. And these structural directives where we are going to add and remove the DOM element on the web pages can be done either using ngIf, ngFor, and ngSwitch. Most importantly, the structural directives can be written in Angular with the asterisk. Like you can see here in example, we have written ngIf, but before the ngIf we have written asterisk, which stands for it belongs to the structural directives, and structural directives can be executed by the Angular compiler, and that Angular compiler will decide whether this block of component or this block of template can be shown on a web page. That can be done either using ngIf or ngSwitch, or the same template how many times does it going to be repeat that can be done by ng4. So these are the three types of components we will have, directives we will have: component directives, attribute directives, and structural directives. And when it comes to directives, it is an instruction given to the DOM, and using the instructions we can able to manipulate the DOM elements, we can able to change their appearance and behavior, and also we can able to add or remove the DOM elements at a runtime. So if you guys have understood what is the directives in Angular, please give us the thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, do subscribe to our channel for the next videos like this, and share to the needful people. And we are going to check the attribute directives in the next video session. Thanks for watching this video.